I call this show Why Aren't You Cooking because so many people don't cook, and I really think they should. None of my friends cook, and it's so easy and simple to make something really flavorful and wonderful, and it can be fast or it can be slow. It can take as long as you want it to take, and you can feed a whole family. You can feed your family, and then your mom doesn't have to cook for you, or your dad. It's just a great sense of accomplishment that you get from being self-sufficient. Well, I think I've been interested in cooking my entire life. One of my first memories, I'm just sitting on the counter next to my mom, next to the mixer, and she's telling me watching is helping, watching is helping. I would always just sit on the counter next to her, and she was, whatever was cooking, just watch her cook, and it was always really, really interesting to me. Oh, I love cooking for so many different reasons. It's just the way all the ingredients, they can taste so different and then come together to be something really, really good. And there's a lot of science in it too, and I love science. So. When you cook, you have so much awareness of what you're putting into your body, and oh wow, there's an entire box of brown sugar in those Congo bars. I might go to a restaurant and order something, and I would have never guessed that there would have been bell pepper in it, or I would have never guessed that there's rose in it. So a lot of things can be hidden in food. Sometimes that's a good thing because it brings really subtle flavors that really pump up a dish, and sometimes it's not good. There can be added high fructose corn syrup and added sugar, which isn't needed. None of my friends cook at all, ever. I cook and I'm like, I come to school, the next day, and I'll say, I made the best chicken last night, and they're like, you cook? What? When you cook, it really feels like you've accomplished something when you're done. It's just, it was just a bunch of stuff, half an hour ago, and now it's a cookie, or now it's meatloaf, now it's something you can eat. One of my favorite things to do in the kitchen is to kind of go through all the cupboards and the refrigerator and pull out a bunch of things that I think would go well together, and just get them and somehow incorporate them all into one dish, whether it's a rice dish or a meat or something sweet, pasta, whatever it is. And if it's bad, then it's bad, and oops. But if it's good, which most of the time it is, it's delicious. And I write down the recipe and I make it again.